So, in last class, we were saying about the leveling. Okay, how the levels are taken and what are the basic terms and terms, principles, etc. We have seen in the last class. So, today we will see some numericals regarding to the leveling. So, quickly I will go through whatever I have explained, definitions, okay, what are the principles, objectives, okay, and terms, different types of levels, okay, different types of staffs. Let's say what is benchmark, okay, temporary benchmark, arbitrary, okay, and how to set up the uh, auto level, okay, or dumpy level. Even I have also shared you the. I'm not audible. I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, who is this? Truthik. Other they are saying I'm audible. Okay. Better if you are not able to hear me means you can just log out and you can log it once again. So today and also explained for your syllabus the actually in depth it is not there actually studying about the different types of leveling is most important but according to the syllabus they have not given in-depth study of all these things. So but also I have shared you some videos regarding to this for your extra knowledge how to do we will do the simple leveling, differential leveling and profile leveling. Okay. So today we will see the numericals regarding to the levelings by using HI method. Okay, that is height of the instrument. See here, this is my just I will give you a brief idea. See, okay, so your ground is like this. Okay, so here I have benchmark, or you can call it as datum. Permanent, it may be permanent benchmark or arbitrary benchmarks. Okay, or temporary benchmark. Okay, so this one I will call it as 100. Okay, this is my benchmark. So first what I will do, I will set up my auto level instrument here. Okay, then what I will do, I will take the reading here. First I will keep this stuff here. Then I will bisect here. Then I will take the back side. Okay. Then what I will do, I will turn my instrument, okay, by 180 degree. Then what I will do, I will keep my stuff here. Okay. Then I will bisect here, or I will see the reading through the instrument. This will be my intermediate side. Okay. Another reading I will take here. Okay. This is my intermediate side. Okay. Another reading I will take means which is the last reading that I'm going to take. This will be the fourth side. Then what I will do, this is CP1. Then again I will arrange my instrument here. Okay. Then but before, see here we need two persons. So here we need two person. One will be standing in along with the instrument. Another the person will be the he will with be the staff. Okay, one will be with the machine and another the will be with the stop. Okay, now see, first the person who is standing near the machine, he will take the bisect. Okay, uh, for the benchmark. Okay, so this will be the first reading, very first reading, that will be the back side. Then we will go for the intermediate side and the fourth side. See, at the fourth side the person will not change his position. Okay, when you are doing the change of point or change of station, the person who is holding the staff at the fourth side or at the last reading before changing the instrument, this person, he will not change the position. First I will call this one as A, B, and this one C. Okay, so there are two persons. Okay, first I'm standing here and the one person is standing here. Okay, so I will take the reading, then I will say the staff man to go to the next position. He will come here at the position B. I will take the reading, then I will say the staff person who is holding the staff, I will take the reading, but I will tell him that I'm changing the station because I'm not able to see the reading further. It happens when, see, this is the thing here, this is my line here. Okay, this is at station A, at station B, and at this is at station C. Okay, point C. At station D, what is happening, I'm not able to see the stuff. Okay, so what I will do, I will shift my instrument to here. I will shift my instrument here so that I can see the stuff. So this is called as change of point. When while doing the change of point, the person standing at this point C, he should not lift his staff or move his staff. So what I will do, I will say him to stand there only. Then what I will shift my station to the another point, that is change of point. Then what I will take the reading again backside. Okay, then the procedure goes on continuing. Okay, this is the most important thing. Okay, remember, while changing the position here, the person should not lift or move the stuff at any condition. Okay, now see, I'll be asking basic questions. So the first starting, you can use the calculator. So this is the benchmark. Okay, when I kept the staff here, if the reading was say 1.000. Okay, so what is the reading here now? I will call this one as A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, B first. See, at station A, the reading was 1 meter. Okay, so I will call 1.000. Okay, so I will let it be 0 here. Now, when I keep stuff here, okay, so after doing all the calculation, I have got 97.250. Okay, so what is the depth here? Sorry, actually
2.75.
2.75. Okay, see, when you go downward, okay, towards the downward side means as compared to this level, this is down. Okay, the staff reading will be greater. See how much I have got, 102.750 after all calculations. So I will tell how to do calculation by uh, normal way and also by the quick methods. Okay, so after all doing calculation, I have got RL as 102.750. Then what is the height difference between A and B, it is 100 minus 102.7 102.750, that is 2.750 meter, correct? So when I kept my staff here, after after all reading, I have got 103.850. Then what is the height here with respect to datum? That is do 100 minus 103.875. Sorry, 850. How much it is? It is 3.850. The height difference between this and that. Now, when I took the reading here, it was 106.505. Okay. So what is the height of this level with respect to this level? It is 6.505. Correct. Now, when I kept my staff here, it shown after reading, after doing all the correction, I have got RL, means RL at this point, reduced level. At this point, I have, how much I have got? 95. Then what is the height with respect to benchmark and this at the station E? It is 5 meter. Okay. Whether we will see whether it is rise or fall. Okay. If you are getting positive means it is rise. Okay. If it is getting the negative means it will be fall. Okay. We will see rise and fall. But again, when I kept my staff here, after all doing all the calculation, I have got 93.000. Then what is the height difference between, level difference between the datum and this point? It is 7 meter. Okay. So this is how we will do the calculation. Now, why this is important? Okay. See, initially I have a plain ground here. Okay. So I want to construct a building. Okay. So before constructing the building, we have the footing. Okay. So this footing depth is how much? It is, say 1.5 meter depth is there, footing depth. In normal residential building, we don't use auto levels or dumpy level, but in construction of the higher building, high-rise building like apartments, G+10, okay. So we use the auto levels to have a accurate levels. Okay. See, this is my plan here. Okay, here I have one footing, another footing, another footing, another footing. Okay, this is a plan. Okay, you are seeing from top. This is footing number 1, footing number 2, footing number 3. Footing number 4 and footing number 5. Okay, this is your plan. And this is your sectional elevation, and it is saying that the footing depth should be how much? 1.5 meter. Okay, this is my plain level ground. Now I want to do excavation up to how much? 1.5 meter. Okay, such that all these pits, okay, all these pits should be at the same level. When I do excavation, the another footing should be also at the same level. Okay, see, this is also how much? 1.5. This is also 1.5. So see, this is my ground level. This, after doing site clearance, this is my level. What I will do, I will keep my instrument. I will set up my instrument here. I will take one permanent object. Okay, permanent, or I will keep it and near any CD, means gutter. Near, I will keep near the gutter because it will be made of concrete. Okay, so I will keep my staff here, which will be my benchmark, which doesn't change with respect to any other conditions. It will be, this is a solid structure which won't change. So what I will do, I will keep my staff here. So say here I have kept somewhere here. This is my benchmark, and I will take this reference as 100, or you can take it as 50, 70, whatever you can take it. Okay. So I kept my staff here and I have got how much? 100. Now I want to excavate one pit here, another pit here, another pit here. So now tell me, what should be the reduced level of the pit at this bottom level? How much it should be? What is the reduced level here? If I want to do excavation here, another pit. Okay, these are all, these are all the pits which are excavated to provide the footings. Okay, see now here I have got 100. Then what I will do? First I will keep my staff here. How much it will show? It will show 100 only. The levels will be 100. Or if I go on saying when I have taken backside, I have got reading of say 1.500 meter. When I have taken the reading, when I kept my stuff at benchmark and take the saw the stuff, I have got as 1.500 staff reading. Okay, so when I keep my another stuff here, when I take the reading, it will show how much 1.5000. Okay, because the ground is level. Then the JCB will come and it will start doing the excavation. Okay, so when the excavation will goes on, I will keep my staff I will keep my staff. See, say that this much excavation it has been happened. So what I will do, I will keep my staff here. Okay, up to this point. Then I will take the reading. How much it is showing on the staff? Say it is showing 2.00. Then how much excavation has been done? Can anyone tell how much excavation has been done?
0.5.
Yeah, very good. So when I kept my staff here, it is showing 2 because initially it was 1.500. Now it is showing how much? 200. So how much excavation has been done? It is 0.5 meter excavation has been done. But how much we need? We need 1.5. So then again the JCB will start doing the excavation. Okay, see the excavation has been done up to this point. When I have taken the staff reading, it is showing how much? 2.500. Then how much excavation has been done now? It is 2.5 minus 1.5. How much? 1 meter excavation has been done. But correct. Then how much we need? We need 1.5. Then we will say the JCB person to do again digging. The procedure will continue. So at this point, I will keep the staff here. Then I will take the reading. It is showing how much? 3.000 it is showing. So initial reading how much it was? 1.5. 3 minus 1.5, how much it is? We have got 1.5 meter. So we have got the required depth for the providing the footing. So we have done for the first footing. Similarly, we will do for the second footing. Similarly, we'll go for the third footing, fourth footing, fifth footing. So why I'm telling why we are doing this one is that, okay, see in normal buildings, if you do the required depth was how much? 1.5 meter. In normal building, we will be having only 12 footings. Okay, that too the size will be very small. That is 0.9 by 0.9, 1.2 meter by 1.2 meter. Okay, so if see instead of doing 0.9 by 0.9, if you do excavation of 1.1 meter by 1 meter, no problem here. Here if you do 1.3 by 1.5 also no problem, because the quantity which extra it is taking, it will be comparatively very less, because the volume will be very less. But in case of apartment, the depth will be very more. So first I will draw the residential one. Okay, this is say around the depth of 1.5 meter. Okay, and width also how much? 1.5 meter. But in apartments, we will be having very big footing called raft footing, mat footing, etc. Okay, combined footing. So if in say here, the required depth was mm, 6 meter by 7 meter for combined footing. Okay, if I do extra excavation, say around 6.2 by 7.2 meter excavation, then the quantity of cement or concrete quantity, the concrete quantity that here we are providing will be more, and it will be uneconomical. So we will take care of the excavation with the help of the leveling instrument. Okay, this is one point of view. Okay, this is just an one example. Similarly, while going for building height also, the normally the building height will be how much? 3 meter, 3 meter, or 3.3 meter somewhere. Okay, so with the help of the levelings also, we will check the height. Okay, see, initially it was how much? The reduced level was 100 meter. So at the first floor it should be 103 meter. At second floor it should be 106 meter. At third floor it should be 109 meter. At the terrace it should be 112 meter. So with the help of the levelings, we will check the we will provide the accurate height which is required for the respective building. Even also while constructing the road. Okay, the I'll clear one. See, your ground will be like this. Okay, before the construction. So what we will do, we will see, first we will take the RL at this point, RL at this point, RL at this point, RL at this point. Okay, so we will take the RL at the different points. Okay, then what we will do, we will provide one RL formation. Okay, we will call it as RL formation. Later we will you will see it. Okay, so later on doing some excavation or filling, see here we have to provide some mud here, gravel. We should provide some gravel to fill this space. Here we have to trim the ground, we have to cut the ground here. So doing all cutting and filling, finally we will form a road. It will be little bit slopy, or it will be upper in case. Okay, so here also we will use the auto levels. So provide determining the levels, it is most important. Now this is my first footing, this is my second footing, this is my third footing, this is my fourth footing. Okay, here benchmark how much it is? 100. Okay, now here I have got staff reading as 106, here 108, here 103, here, oh sorry, okay, this is my benchmark, say 100 it is. Here I have got staff reading as, here it was 1.2 meter. Okay, for that I have got level as 100. Then I will, here I have got staff reading as 1.6. Here I have got 1.8. Here I have got 2.0. Here I have got 2.2. Now, can anyone tell what is the RL at this point? What is the RL at this point? RL at the benchmark, it was how much? 100. Now, can anyone tell what is the RL at this point? It is 101.600. Okay. Here it is how much? 108. Sorry, 101.8000. Here it is 102. Here it is 102.2. Okay. So this is how we will determine the RL. We can calculate the RL at the respective point with the help of the staff reading. Okay. Or we can determine the staff reading or depth, okay, by subtracting any two RLs. Okay. See, now can anyone tell me the height difference between this first footing and second footing? What is the height difference between first footing and second footing? What is this height?
0.2.
0.2.
Yes, 0.2 meter. Similarly, can anyone tell what is the height difference between first footing and third footing?
0.4 meter.
Yes. So this is how we will do the RL calculation. It is very simple. Mathematics is there. Nothing more much complications is there. So, but the thing is that take care that if you do single mistake in the very first step, means then it will go on multiplying. Okay. So whenever you do the calci work or any numeric RL calculation, so don't do in hurry burry. If you make a small mistake at initially, then the error will go on multiplying and the result will be very big error. Okay. So in in HI method, okay, in HI method, what we are doing, we are determining the height of the instrument. Okay. Then we will determine the RL at different points. Okay. So in last class only I have explained how we will determine the RL at the different points. First, what we will do, and remember one thing: back side, intermediate side, intermediate side. How many? It can be n number of intermediate side. Okay. Then the last will be the first side. When you do the change of point, okay, then the first reading will be back side, intermediate side, and fourth side. Okay, just remember this chain. So the first reading, see, this is our tabular column. Okay, the first column will be station, back side, intermediate side, fourth side, height of the instrument, RL, and remark. Okay, now see, up in back side, intermediate side, and fourth side, it is a site work, and height of the instrument, RL calculations, it will be the office work. Okay, this one, it will come in the site work. Okay, means first whatever we take the reading, we will enter in the back side, intermediate side, fourth side, and remark. Okay, later on doing calculation, we will enter in the respective readings in the column called height of the instrument and reduced level. Okay, so first reading for station A, we will write the station A. Okay, and we will take the reference benchmark as how much? 100. Or the level at the station A, it is how much, or point A, how much it is? It is 100. So first what we will do, we will take the back side. We will enter the staff reading, how much you have got the reading, that is 0.9. Okay, then I will turn my instrument, then I will take the intermediate side, Then if it is the last reading at the respective station, then we will take it as a fourth side. After fourth side, what we will do, we will shift the instrument, okay, and this person holding the staff at the fourth side, okay, he will not move, he will be standing there only. Then we will take the back side, so we will enter the back side here. Then we will, if there are any intermediate side, we will enter. If not, directly we will enter into the fourth side. Okay, this is the procedure how to take in the site. Then now how to determine the RLs at the different position, that is RL at A, RL at B, RL at C, RL at D. Now see, initially we have taken reference as 100, we can take it as 50. First what we will do, we will add, okay, we will add backside. So 100 plus 0.9, it will be 109, 100.9. Okay, then we have intermediate side. So this, what we are doing, now height of the instrument minus intermediate side, how much it is, 109 minus 1.9, how much we are getting, we are getting 99.80. okay, this is the second reading. Then we have fourth side here, and also we have back side here. First what you will do, you will subtract this one, okay. Then what you will do, you will first what you do, just subtract 100.9 minus 1.05, you will get the RL, okay. Then what you have to do, after that you should add backside to that RL, so we will get the height of the instrument. Okay, I will explain once again. Up to this point you have got it, okay. Then what we'll do, this 100.9, what we will do, we will subtract, minus it, okay. After doing that, what we have got, we have got the RL. Then what we will do, we will add the backside, we will get the height of the instrument, okay. Then again same, minus this one, we will get the RL of that point. So be quick here, we have got the RL benchmark reference level, that is 100. We will add it, so we will get height of the instrument. Then with height of the instrument, we will minus the intermediate side, we will get the RL. With the height of the instrument, we will minus the fourth side, we will get the RL. For this RL, we will add back side, we will get the height of the instrument. For this height of the instrument, we will minus fourth side, we will get the RL at that point, okay. So we will see one numerical on height of the instrument. So the following staff readings were observed successfully with the level. The instrument is moved third, sixth, and eighth reading. Means the third reading, sixth reading, and eighth reading means that is change of point. Okay, it is moved. See, the readings are given. This is the first reading, second reading, third reading, fourth reading, fifth reading, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now enter the record readings in the record book and calculate the RL. If the first reading was taken at the benchmark, how much? 432.383. Instead of 100, how much he has taken? He has taken 432.383. Now this is your record book. Okay, means the format will be like this: station, bench, backside, intermediate side, fourth side, height of the instrument, RL, and remarks. Okay, see, the very first reading, it will be the backside. Okay, see, the first reading, it will be what? Backside. Then it is intermediate side, and here it is fourth side, because he is saying that the instrument is moved at by third reading, third, sixth, eighth. Okay, that is this first reading, second reading, third, fourth, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So no, the readings are like this. Means he has given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many readings are there? 10 readings are there. And the third, sixth, and ninth readings are the change of point. Okay. Those things we have to enter here. This is the first reading. Always the first reading will be the back side. You entered here. Second reading, it is intermediate side. Third reading, it will be the fourth side because the change of point. Okay, you entered here. Then fourth reading, fifth reading, sixth reading, change of point. Third, sixth, and eighth. Seventh one, eighth one, and always remember the last reading. It will be sorry. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Always remember the first reading will be the back side and the last reading, okay, it will be the fourth side. Fourth side. Okay, so be fast. Just draw the tabular column like this. Station, backside, intermediate side, fourth side, height of the instrument, RL. Okay, without, see, if you neglect now, then later on you won't understand anything. So be fast. Write down the stations like this: backside, intermediate side, fourth side. Then I will explain the calculation. You do simultaneously along with me. Okay, so be fast. Draw the tabular column like this. Okay, I hope you have took the tabular column like this. Now, do write along with me. Okay, so he is saying that the third, sixth, and eighth, third, sixth, and eighth. Okay, readings are the change of point. So first reading, it is 2.288. Write it in the back side. Okay, the first reading it will be in the back side 2.228. Okay, there are up to 3 decimal and never round up it. Okay, 2.288. Then second reading is there. How much it is? 1.606. Right in the intermediate side. Okay, if third point was not, third reading was not the change of point, say the fourth one was the change of point, then you have to write the third reading in the intermediate side only. Okay, the third reading will come in the intermediate side and the fourth reading will come into the fourth side. Okay, just remember that one. So here in our case, third reading is the change of point. So what we are doing, we are writing the third point here, that is third reading here 0.988. Now after change of point, after fourth side, what is, remember, back side, intermediate side, fourth side. After fourth side, again it will be the back side. See, after fourth side we have to write the reading in the back side. So write the fourth reading in the back side. Okay, I hope you have written up to here. Then fifth side and sixth side here saying that it is a change of point. So sixth point, what sixth reading what we are doing, we are writing in the FS, that is fourth side. Sixth reading will come here. See, after immediate after the foresight, what we should do? That we should write. Sorry, we should write the next reading in the back side. Okay, this is the seventh. Then eighth one. See, here we are not writing in the intermediate side. Directly we are writing in the fourth side because the eighth reading it is a change of point. So we have written the reading here 1.982. After foresight, immediately it is the back side. So it is 1.044. Okay, this is 8th, 9th. Okay, now here he has not said that 10th reading or 10th staff reading it is a change of point or what. He has not said anything, but we are writing it in the foresight only. Instead of writing in the intermediate side, we are writing in the foresight. Why we should do like that? We should write the last reading, very last reading in the foresight only. Otherwise, the accumulation or the sum of the levels will not be the equal. So instead of writing in the intermediate side, we should write our last reading in the foresight only. Okay, so up to this one, I hope everyone how to fill this tabular column. Okay, see, if you make any small mistake by shifting this one here or shifting this one here, if you do any small interchange, you will get the check correctly. Okay, what we do the check, okay, we will get it correctly, but you won't get the levels correct. Okay, you won't get the correct levels. Okay, so remember where we have to write the first reading, change of point, and the last reading. Okay, remember that one. But you will get check. Okay, finally we will check for the levels. You will get correct one, but the levels will be the different one. Now see, you have done all the site work. Okay, now you have office work or on paper work. See, initially instead of giving 100, how much he has given? 432.384. Okay, in terms of meter. So initial what, for examples we were taking it 100, but he has directly mentioned the level. So we have got the RL at the station 1. Okay, instead of ABC he has given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so at station 1 the level or reduced level, how much it was? 432.384. Then what will be the height of the instrument? We have to add 2.228. Okay, be fast, take a calculator. Just one example do with calculator. Okay, in next example we can write it down or you can it's up to you, but this numerical at least take pen and paper along with calculator such that you will get some ideas. Okay, so in calculator write down 432.384, then add backside, that is 2.228. Okay, so how much you will get? You will get as 434.612. How will get this one? You should add the RL 432.384 plus 2.228. So you will get the height of the instrument, that is 434.612. Okay. Now I hope you have done everything up to this point. After getting height of the instrument, we want the RL of the second station. Okay. How we will calculate the RL of the second station? We will minus the height of the intermediate side with respect to height of the instrument. How much it is? 434.612. We will deduct 1.606. Okay, 434 minus 612 minus 1.606. We will get how much? 433.006. It indicates this is the RL at station 2. Okay, now we want RL at station 3. Okay, what we will do? Height of the instrument, that is 434.612, minus 0.988. How much you are getting? You are getting 433.620. Okay, one second. Station, backside, intermediate side, foresight, height of the instrument, RL, remark. Okay. So what was our first reading? Backside, I will call this one station 1. Okay, 2.228. Then only we'll do calculation, otherwise just you will keep on seeing the system. 6, 7. Okay, this is 2.288. Okay, here 1.606. Backside foresight was 0.988. Okay, again backside was 2.090. Intermediate side was 2.864. Okay, here it was 1.262 and it was 0.602, then 1.982, 1.044, and here it was 2.684. Okay, how much what was the benchmark? It was 432.384. Okay, so what will be the height of the instrument? Can anyone tell? Be fast. 432.384 plus backside 2.228. It is
434.612.
434.612.
okay. See, now I have got height of the instrument. Okay, now I want the RL of the station 2. Here I want to determine the RL. Okay, how we will find out? It is height of the instrument minus the intermediate side. Okay, so how much it is? 434.612 minus 1.606. How much you are getting? That is
433.006.
006. Okay, next we have got the RL. Okay, next here we don't have any so next we have foresight. Okay, so we want the RL at the station 3. What we will do? Height of the instrument minus the foresight. How much it is? What is the RL at station 3?
433.624.
433.624.
Now, see, we have got the RL here. Now, the next reading is what? Backside. So here we want to determine the height of the instrument. How we will determine the height of the instrument? That is RL plus backside. That is 433.624 plus 2.090. So we are getting 435.714. We have got the height of the instrument. Now we want the RL of station 4. How will determine the RL of station 4? That is height of the instrument minus staff reading. What is the staff reading? It is 2.864. 435.14 minus 2.864. How much we are getting?
432.85.
Very good. Now we have finished with this reading. Okay, we have finished with this reading. The next reading is what? It is 1.262. So 430, 435.714 minus 1.262. We will get the RL of station number 5. That is 434.452. Okay. Now, after this reading, what is the very next reading? It is the backside. Okay. If it is backside means we have to determine the height of the instrument. What is height of the instrument? How much it is? That is 434.452 plus 0.602. So we are getting 435.054.
054.
Okay. Now we have got the height of the instrument. After backside, what is the very next reading? It is foresight. Okay. So we are want to determine the RL of this station number 6. How we will determine the RL? That is height of the instrument minus this reading, staff reading. That is 435.054 minus 1.982. So we are getting 433.072. Okay. After this staff reading, we have immediate which reading? We have got the backside reading. Okay. That is 433.072 plus 1.044. What is the height of the instrument now?
434.116.
434.116. So we have got the height of the instrument. At we are at the final station, that is station number 7. We want to determine the RL of this station. Okay. Okay. How what you will do? Height of the instrument minus foresight. So that is 434.116 minus 2.684. How much it is? 431.432. Very good. So I hope you all got understood how to determine the RLs. Anybody having doubt how to determine the RLs with height of the instrument method, by height of the instrument method? Anybody having doubt? Okay. Now you want to determine whether you have done correct calculation or not. Okay. Then how you will do check? So you have to do summation of backside. Means you should add all the backside readings. Okay. That is 2.288 plus 2.090 plus 0.602 plus 1. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So add all the back sides. Okay, add this one. Add all the back sides. How much you are getting? How much you are getting? Add all this reading, this. Add all these for how much you are getting? Hello.
5.964.
Okay, correct. That is summation of backside. Now add all the foresight reading. That is summation of FS. Add these three readings. How much you are getting? Sorry, all these four readings. You are getting 6.16. Sorry, 6.916. Okay. Summation of backside means adding all the backsides, and summation of FS means adding all the foresight readings. How much you are getting? That is 6.916. Now, okay. Now, what you should do, you should deduct the first RL, last RL minus first RL. This is the last RL and this is the first RL. So the formula is like this: summation of BS minus summation of Fs, okay, which is equals to last RL minus first RL. Okay, these values should be equal. Now tell me, what is 5.964 minus 6.16, 6.916? 5,
0.952.
that is minus 0.952. Okay, now deduct the last RL minus first RL. How much you are getting? Last RL minus first RL.
minus 0.952.
Minus 0.952. See, these both are equal, then the calculation that you have done is correct. Okay, so this is how we will do the check. Summation of backside, summation of foresight, first RL, last RL is there. Okay, then how we will check? Summation of backside minus summation of foresight, which is equals to last RL minus first RL. Okay, this is how you do the check. If you are getting the equal answers, then the calculation that you have done is correct. Means which calculations? These calculations is correct. But okay, if you shift, for example, if you shift 0.988 here and if you shift 1.606, okay, if you interchange these two readings, say that if while doing in Haribari you have interchanged these two reading, okay, and you have done the calculation, then also you will get the checks correctly. Okay, you will get the check correctly. This check is meant for that you have done the RL calculation, whether it is correct or not. It won't check whether you have written the readings correct or not. Okay, and in some cases, what the people maximum students do wrong is that they will write the last reading here, that is 2.684. The last reading they will write in the intermediate side, and when they go for checking, everything they have done is correct. Up to this point they have done the correct reading. Here also the RL also they will get correct. But here while doing summation of BS minus FS equals to last RL minus first RL, when they are doing this one, they won't get the check correctly. They will get the different errors. Say that here they have got 0.000, here they will get 1.990. The check will not be correct. The reason for that one is that placing the last reading, okay, placing the last reading in the intermediate side column. Okay, this maximum paper checking I have done now. So most of the student, what they do mistake is that they will write the last reading here. Okay, and another mistake what student will do, that after first side, okay, after the last side, they should enter the reading here only. But what they will do, they will write it here. Okay, so these are the two major mistake that students, maximum of the students will do wrong. Okay. Apart from the calculation is very simple. The given RL will be there. You will add the backside. You will get height of the instrument. With height of the instrument, you will deduct intermediate side. You will get the RL. With the height of the instrument, you will deduct the foresight. You will get the RL. And then for this RL, you will add backside. You will get this one. The calculation is simple, but entering in the tabular column, most of the students will do mistakes. Okay, two mistakes they will do. That the first one is that writing the last reading in the intermediate side. Okay, remember the last reading should be in the fourth side only. Okay, whether if you mention or if you don't mention. Okay, and another mistake is that after foresight, the student what they will do, they will write 2.090 here only. Instead of writing here, they will write here. Okay, this is the mistake that the students have, most of the students have done. So, mm, take the. I will give some assignment. Okay, take the assignment and solve the numerical. Okay, I will give the readings. Draw the tabular column. Be fast. Draw the tabular column. I will change the values. Okay. Okay. I hope you have drawn the tabular column. So in backside, write 2.865. In backside, don't write this value, write 2.865. Okay. The initial RL is 100. Okay. The intermediate side is 3.660. Next, I have taken foresight reading. It is 2.905. The next reading is 1.850. Okay. The next reading is 3.100. The next reading is 2.620. The next reading is 1.585. The next reading is 0.960. And the last reading is 1.425. I hope you have taken the readings. Second assignment, second numerical. Okay, be fast. Take this numerical. It was required to ascertain the elevation of point P and Q, and the line of elevations was running from P to Q. Means tabular column is that the leveling was continued to benchmark of 83.500. The reading obtained being as shown below. Okay, obtain the RL of P and Q. Okay, what you do? Just take the screenshot of this question. Back side he has given, intermediate side he has given, foresight he has given. Okay, take this the screenshot. Here the process is in reverse order. Okay, here you have the benchmark. Okay, 83.50. You have to move in a reverse order. Okay, from here to bottom to top one. Okay, if the procedure is same, the same procedure we will follow. Okay, you have to determine the height of the instrument. Okay, the same thing is there. Try to solve. Okay, try to solve. If you won't understand, then in the next class I will solve this numerical, but roughly I will explain this one also. Mm, the only problem here is that I can't write in the PDF, but I will. Okay, see, these are backside, intermediate side, foresight, everything he has given in the question. Okay, and he has mentioned the benchmark. Okay, for the last reading. Okay, here we have to determine the levels. Reduce level for the which station? For station P. Okay, so what we have done here, 83.500, and all this reading he has already mentioned. Initially what we were doing, we were this is the RL, we were adding the backside, we were getting the height of the instrument. Okay, with height of the instrument what we were doing, we were deducting the foresight, we were getting the RL. Then for this RL we were adding the backside, we were getting the height of the instrument. Okay, here also 83.500. Okay, and here first we have to determine the height of the instrument. Okay, first we have to determine the height of the instrument, then we will get the RL. For this height of the instrument what we will do, we will add the, we will subtract. Okay, you will subtract the backside, so we will get the RL. So then we have to determine the height of the instrument. For this backside we will get the RL, height of the instrument. So here we will do the same thing, we will get the RLs. Okay, and the only thing is that we are going in the reverse order. Try to solve. If you won't get, means in the next class I will explain you. Okay, so comment your roll numbers. Probably I will take you the next class at 12 or 1 p.m. Okay, afternoon I will take, mostly I will take the class. If none of the faculty are taking the classes, means I will take the class. Okay, so comment your roll numbers and do that assignment problem, and keep all the assignment questions with you. I will send you one link, you can, there you can upload the all your assignments. Okay, comment your roll numbers and you can leave the class. Okay, you can leave the class.